Hey crafters, today we're going to be walking through the gift card holder die, the Ornament. So the Ornament comes with the two charms, the topper and a little loop, as well as the actual ornament. And here I have a stenciled out of our Christmas sweater stencil that I did in some paste, and I also have the gold and silver lunar paste, which we have in stock today. And I just kind of wanted to give you a longer video of a rundown of how to use the ornament. So these are the 4 dies that are included. I love putting them on a magnetic sheet like this. It helps keep them organized so we don't get them lost because they are a little bit small to charm. So I'm going to start with our charms here, and I'm using some gold lunar paste from Simon Hurley, and I'm just putting some on my finger and putting it right onto some white cardstock. This is a really fun technique, and this is the way I truly love to make our charms, as well as the loop and even the topper sometimes. It just makes it look more realistic, like metal or gold or silver. And I just find it to be a lot of fun. So we're gonna keep going through and just rub it on with your fingers till it's nice and smooth. That looks great. I'm gonna set that aside to dry, and I'm gonna do the same exact thing with the silver. So again, both of these gold and silver lunar paste we have in stock at Emily Moore Designs. You can shop there and make sure to grab your ornament and any other goodies you'd like to create your ornament gift card holder dies. This looks great, and we'll set that aside to dry. And now I'm just going to cut out an ornament. So I'm going to use pattern paper today, and I'm just going to kind of line it up so that it lines up with these cute animals nicely. And what's nice about a double-sided pattern paper is that you can use this gift card holder die double-sided, so you could use either side, which is super fun, and I'm going to show you that today. So you just run it through, and it cuts out, and it has those slits in the perfect spot for us, just like our regular gift card holder die and the gift card holder die with a bow. So I'm going to show you, it just goes in nice and simply. Here's my gift card. Perfect. And the nice thing about this, so as you see, you could do it on either side. So if I'm like, I want to do the candy canes instead, you could do it on that side as well. And the nice thing about our ornament gift card holder die is you could hang it on a Christmas tree. So now I'm going to work on the gold and the silver. I don't know if I want to use gold or silver for this ornament. The silver kind of matches the bunny. And then I have a little bit of glitter cardstock that has an adhesive sheet on the back that I might use for the topper. Or I have white here, and I also have silver. And the silver obviously goes with the silver or the white. I thought would be interesting. But I'm just going to show you how I put an adhesive sheet on the back of this for the topper, and I feel like this makes it work really well. So I'm just trimming this down to my cardstock. This cardstock is from Altenew. It's nice. It's great glitter cardstock. It's nice and thick, and the glitter does not come off of it. So if you're someone who doesn't like glitter, this is a great option for you. So I'm just putting the adhesive sheet on the back of my glitter cardstock before running this through my die cutting machine, and then I'm going to put a little bit on this white as well. And I don't need to cover the whole back of my paper, as you can see. I am going to do a front and back, so I'm just going to go through and cut out my toppers because we do want to make sure that lunar paste is completely dry before even running it through our die cutting machine, or else it will get stuck, and you don't want that. You don't want it to get ruined. So just making sure that it's completely dry before using that. I'm going to cut out 2 of each topper. The simplest way to do the ornament is to just cut one out in some pretty cardstock paper and do one topper, and that would be totally fine. You could add some ribbon or throw it in a card. And the silver looks great. I love that. And so here are our charms. So now we're going to try out our charms, and this is the little loop I'm going to show you. It has a little slit in it so that you can actually put your charms through the loop and then onto your topper, and it's a lot of fun. It just adds a little bit more personalization. So I'm going to show you this here, and use your tweezers. And again, these are a little bit small pieces, so that's why I like to kind of store them on that magnetic sheet, or else I would lose them. So here's the silver. It looks awesome. It has that cut in it already for you. And then here's the snowflake charm. It looks beautiful. And then the loop goes through there like that in the top hole. And then it goes through the topper here. So I'll just show you that as an example. And then you kind of overlap it and glue it on. But I'm going to do front and back for this. And then here's the candy cane. The candy cane and the silver. It looks great. So the candy cane and the snowflake are embossed. And so I like to do it on the lunar paste kind of sort of cardstock that I create, because it shows that embossing even more, and it just makes it look really beautiful. I also decided to cut out a topper with this gold lunar paste, which looks really beautiful, and it's probably something I'll use. And then since I have my die cutting machine out, I'm going to cut out an ornament with this beautiful stenciled background that I made this with the Astro paste, which is the green and red and the gold. So I just wanted to run this through and I can kind of show you, and this is once it's been dried for a while, and it still cuts through really nicely. And you can see the slits are in there, work really well, so that one turned out really pretty. You could even decorate the back if you wanted, but you don't have to. I'm probably just going to do the front of that one and show you guys. Oh, look how pretty that'll look with the gold. And look at how beautiful that stenciling is. I just love it. It looks super pretty. And then I also have the gold charms. And these charms I wanted to show you match the snowflake and the candy cane match what is on our Christmas sweater layered stencil. And then you can back these up like this, so you have like one on one side and one on the other. That would be really pretty. And I'm going to put glue on this, and I'm actually going to do that. And unfortunately, I didn't put an adhesive sheet on the back of my gold cardstock, so that's okay. And then this way I can line it up. And sometimes that's what's nice about glue, is that you can move it around before sticking it down, so that actually worked out fine. And then I'm going to grab my loop here, and I'm going to put it through the holes of the charm first, and then I'm going to put it through the ornament topper hole loop. So I'm putting a little bit of glue just dabbed on the end there, and then I'm going to overlap the loop and hold on to it. And I hold on to it for about a minute or so until it feels like it's pretty much dry, and that looks good. And I probably could have done a loop on the other side of that, but that's fine. I think that looks good. And then same thing here, I'm using a little bit of glue, and I also did a little bit of my tape runner, I believe, on here just to make sure. And then we have the cap on the ornament cutout as well, so that you can line it up perfectly, so it makes it nice and simple for when you are putting that topper on. No matter if it's glue or tape or an adhesive sheet, it makes it really nice because you can kind of line it up with the top and the sides. So look at how beautiful that one is. I mean, my goodness. And then the charm is on both sides, so that's really nice. It looks really, really gorgeous. I really love that with our stencil. And then I can show you too what a gift card in here looks like. This cardstock was pretty thick that I used, but it still cut out really nicely. So that looks super good. And you could do another one on the back and decorate the back if you wanted, but you definitely don't have to. I think that looks great as is. So now for this one, let's do silver, since we already did gold. And I'm just peeling the backing off of my silver loop, and I'm going to line it up to the top of my ornament. And then for that one, I had the adhesive sheet, and so I'm going to do the same thing. And first, I'm actually going to assemble my loops. I'm actually going to do front and back of the loops and the charms for this one, so that way on the gold one, you could see the back. And you could even just put gold lunar paste on the back of it instead of doing two loops, but it kind of makes it look even more realistic, like that metal like I was talking about earlier. And so here's the other silver one, and I'm just peeling the adhesive sheet off the back of that, and then I will flip this over and put this on and make sure the loops are lined up and everything looks good. And I think also it's this kind of nice to do for the front and back when you have a double-sided pattern paper, and that way no matter where you're looking at it, if it's hung on a Christmas tree, it just makes it look really cool. And just make sure you put your topper on, make sure you put your loop through your charm, and then the topper is what I was trying to say. But there you go. That looks great. It just looks so pretty. And oops, I forgot to do candy. I was going to do candy canes for this one, but I did the snowflake, which is totally fine. But that still looks really beautiful. So this is basically it. This is our ornament gift card holder die. It's perfect for the holiday season. You can hang it on a tree. You can put it in a card. And I want to show you, these are the many different ways. You can do it with alcohol ink, which we have an alcohol ink kit in stock in our store. It looks how beautiful that is. You could do it with a specialty like glitter paper, which I really love, and this one I did double-sided. You could also use your own style design. I did this one with just some crafty power tape and stenciling and tape and inks. That one was really fun to do. And then pattern paper again, and this is actually our mini gift tag from the bow die set, and you could write someone's name on it and it fits perfectly on our loop. So this is another one that's front and back, and we have that ribbon on there, as you can see. This is another specialty cardstock. It's actually fuzzy. It's so beautiful. There's just so many different ways that you can use our ornament gift card holder die. So make sure you grab yours today and let me know in the comments which one's your favorite. Thanks for watching.